Hi, Stitchers. I'm Laura, one half of the Pattern Queens, and I'm here today to show you my September WIPs. If you're new here, I started the year with 184 WIPs and I divided them into groups to work on each month so that I could touch every single WIP this year. And I'm really enjoying it. It's been a great way for me to process all of this. I spend about the first half of the month working on those WIPs, working at least one day. And then the second half of the month, I work on whatever I want. I'm trying to have one finish per year. So I'm doing pretty well with that. I have 14 WIPs 14 finishes at this point. And really, I could start off by showing you that this was intended to be one of my September WIPs. And I started working on it on September 1st. It's Pumpkin Patch by Fancy That. And I was able, everything is sliding now. I was able to finish it this month. This is a project that I adopted from my LNS when they had a garage sale a couple of years ago. And it's stitched on 26 count Heatherfield, using all the called for things, except that I used a Victorian motto for this bottom pumpkin because I wanted it to be a slightly different color. They did have this lighter orange in here for the big pumpkin as well. But that completed my finish for this month. And also that was one of my WIPGO projects for the month. So let's jump right into the projects that I'll be working on this month. To start off, I pulled this one out because I don't think I had it on my list. It was in with another project that I finished up at the beginning of the year. This one is Autumn Alphabet by the Cricket Collection. I think it's just a really pretty sampler. And since it's sampler September, I thought it would be perfect to just pull it out now. And all I have stitched so far is part of the border. And I have some of the fence going here. I'm hoping to make pretty good progress on that one this month. You'll hear me say that a lot. I'm hoping to make pretty good progress. I've started working toward a new goal for next year. One of my friends is doing a hashtag that she created, and it is 59 by 60. So next year will be a big year for me in July. And I'm going to try and have 59 finishes by the time I turn 60. So that will be fun. Next up is Shepherd's Bush. This is a series, and this one is called Buttercups. It's a really pretty little project. I can't think how many of these I've done. I've done 3 or 4 of them already, but this is the one that I'm working on. This is one of the ones that my husband spilled on that it just doesn't want to come out. But I'm that far, so we'll see how far I get when I work on it this month. Sweet little project. Then, and I had it in one of my favorite Love You More sleeves because that's fabric I chose. I don't often get to choose the fabric. I had been thinking that I would UFO this. This is a freebie from Heartstring Samplery. And in talking with Keisha this morning, what I decided is that it really looks more like this is one piece and this is one piece. So I think I'm going to work, I've already started this, so I'm going to work on it. And this is what I have going. It's just on a scrap piece of linen from my stash. And we'll see if I can get through that. I will probably end up doing both halves of this and making them into little pillows that could go out in a bowl. That would be sweet. Then next up, I started this one with Keisha last year. It's from the Two Familiars folio, and this one is called Quote the Raven. I'm doing this one. And I have a piece of linen that I picked up at Keepsakes that's dyed by one of the ladies there. This is the most beautiful piece of fabric. I love it. And that's how far I got. So I think next I will tackle that purple wing, see if I can get that in, because the colors that go in here will also be spread around outside. So I have to decide if I want to put in all of the little bits around it because my fabric is so gorgeous that I might just let it shine through. And I have this in one of our fun Halloween sleeves with all the little crows. I thought that would be kind of fitting for this piece. And next up, I have another free chart. This was from the Primitive Needle. I'm going to hold it way back here. And that's what it is. Now, I've already stitched this once because I stitched it as a gift, but I liked it so much that I thought I would do it for myself. That's as far as I've gotten. It really doesn't take that long. It's only 30 by 77. So I should be able to knock out those rows, get this one stitched up. Hopefully I'll have a finish on it this month. And just as kind of a sneak peek, I also found from Threadwork Primitives this one that I thought would be a cute companion piece. So I will work on that one as well if I have time. Although that would be a new start. Then I found this project in the cross stitch. This is the August 1996 Cross Stitch and Needlework magazine. Old, obviously. And this is the project. It's Hannah Colby, 1805. And this was the original sampler. And it struck me that I really like the red on here rather than the green. So I am using a piece of 32 count Vintage Light Exemplar by Lakeside Linens. And that's how far I am. I have an okay start. Nothing is ironed. You can tell it's all been just pushed in here. This is one of our Barnwood sleeves. I do like how my sleeves will just stand up and make a nice, neat collection of projects. Then one that I wanted to work on, that I wanted to start forever, and finally just decided that I would do it, is Cinnamon Stars by Plum Street Samplers. Now, I know you've seen a lot of people work on this one, and I have a decent start on it right in the middle. I have started on that house. I think I have the biggest chunk, and I have one more side that'll be just like that to go. And then I will be able to just fill in all of the extra things around. This one, I don't know if I have. This is on a piece of 30 count R&R Dark Espresso. So it's one that I got from a garage sale at my LNS. This is in a cute project bag from Judy. I love Winnie the Pooh. And the inside she did sparkly purple. Just sweet. Next up, from one of the black needle boxes from the Halloween, the trick or treat box last year, is this one, Flying Lessons from Silver Creek Samplers. Now I've changed this part to be purple. I think I'll leave this on the witch's hat green. I have to decide on the dots, and then this will be purple again. It is on 18 count Ada Hazelwood from Fiber on a Whim, and I am this far. It's looking really good. I'm excited about it. We'll see how far I get. I would love to see this one finished. And the purple I'm using, just in case you're interested, is DMC 3746. Then also from Black Needle Box last November, I have Modern Folk Embroideries, The River. This is a beautiful chart, and there are so many people who have started this one. Now, I started this as part of my 22 for 22, so I only have a straight line, but I'm hoping to get a lot more done. And I have made Keisha giggle with this one. What I have chosen to put this one in is this sleeve. So stay out of the river. Then this one has been a little bit of a nemesis for me. It's beautiful. This is Heartson Flowers, the violet sampler from the Drawn Thread, and it is beautiful. However, what I didn't realize is that that border is all a chain stitch. So I have that top going. It is just a lot to get in there. It's gorgeous when it's done. Drawn Thread always has really fun stitches to use in their projects. And I really love it because they're learning pieces, but also that's a lot of work. This one, I love this peacock sleeve. And it's just got this pretty, it was from a Dashwood collection. Jane Austen. Then my second WIP go for the month. This is the last of my WIPs, but my first one was stitch on the project, the monthly project closest to a finish. Obviously, it was close enough that I finished it in the first 3 days of the month. The second is to stitch on the project furthest from a finish, which for me will be this one, Garden Fair by Courtney Collection. I just think this is beautiful. And I'm using just a natural linen. Look at that. I just think this is gorgeous. I'm so excited to get back to this and work on it. I was going to look and see if I maybe had the tag for the fabric, but I don't think so. This one is in another Judy bag. I just love that. I feel like it goes perfectly. And the inside is that gorgeous green. So those are all of my WIPs for September. What did you see in there that you liked? What do you think I should stitch on? What can you just not wait for me to pick up and stitch and show you some good progress? You guys pick them. Sometimes that means that I put in a few extra stitches for the month. I will also be working on my Life After Death, and I'm sure there will be a couple other things. I'd like to work on the hands-on design Halloween party that's going on, the Halloween costume party that's going on right now. I have all my supplies ready to go. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Please leave me a like and a comment below. I'd love to hear from you and chat back with you. Bye.